Washington Wizards season guide. I'm the GM. What do? I go all in. I go all in. The Wizards here are in a position that they should try to go all in. What do they have to lose here? They've got Bradley Beal. They've got Porzingis. They've got some pieces that sort of, match. They're sort of on that fringe of the playoffs. Last year, they've been on the fringe of the playoffs for too long. I don't know. Okay, but you try, and if it doesn't work this year, you blow it up. Yeah, that's your two-parter here. Yeah, it doesn't work this year, you blow it up. So the first thing here the Wizards need to do is get a true point guard. Okay, I'm not saying a superstar. I'm not saying they got to trade for, I don't know who's out there, superstar. Maybe Ja Morant will come there. That would, helpful. But I'm not saying that. I'm saying they actually need a pure point guard to really orchestrate the offense there that they've lacked since John Wall left. Right now, if I asked you to name two point guards since John Wall left, you'd probably struggle. So I would struggle. Okay, all right, that have gone through the Wizards system that actually have been impactful. Okay, that even been worth remembering. Okay. The next point here, I think, is that the offense has to continue to go through Bradley Beal. He shot a lot less last year. His scoring average is down. And I'm not saying he has to necessarily score 30, but I think he has to shoot more. I think they need to really look at their offensive playbook and how they can get some more shots for him and continue to build the offense around him. And Porzingis is a great number two, but I don't think anyone's here being mistaken that he should be the number one option at the Wizards. And so one of my trade targets here is for the Wizards, and maybe it's possible, maybe not. I don't know. I guess the Kings aren't probably really going to give him up, even though they're not playing that much behind Darren Fox. But Davion Mitchell, you were high on him, as a rookie, I believe, I remember. And I think if you could get a player like him come across maybe to the Wizards, slot him to that starting spot. He's produced obviously in bunches at the Kings, but he's obviously playing just backup minutes there. And he's young enough to also maybe keep. If you blow it all up, you go, all right, this is a player that we do keep for a rebuild. But he's also a player that we can play here heavy minutes and really see if he can sort of, put up, I don't know, 15 and 8 maybe, and sort of really be a third option here behind Beal and Porzingis. That's my thoughts.
So we have different philosophies. There is no just go for it because there's nothing to go for. We've just gone for it for a while. Wizards need a real shakeup. Kuzma's great. Kuzma's been really good for them. You need to extend him. You need to lock him up to your contract. That's the first one. The second, Denny Avdija, I'm so sorry. I just can't get that right. And Ricky Davis. Two rookies. They took a flyer on it. It hasn't panned out the way you want. They need to go. So I personally feel like Phoenix can have a go. Phoenix can have a go at two young players. Phoenix clearly have the firepower. They don't need people. And in return, we get rid of Shamet's contract. The benefit for Phoenix in this one is they get young players who may turn into something, and it's the same amount of money, but for less time. So that's really the benefit there. And then this is the wild one. And maybe your ESPN trade machine won't allow this in a month's time, but right now it did. Bradley Beal is gone. He is going to be usurping the Splash Bro, Klay Thompson. And for good measure, why on earth would Wizards do this? They somehow also get Jordan Poole. According to my trade machine, they could get Jordan Poole in this one. So basically, what Wizards end up with, they get the vet of Thompson to really help them out. They get the youth of Poole, and then they surround him with some shooters. And all of a sudden, the Wizards are now Golden State light, and Golden State gets one more push at it with two really potent 30-plus point scorers in the backcourt. Your thoughts?
I'm going to trust you on the part that it goes trade successful.
It did say it.
And
I'm a professional.
look, I guess, hey, look, the Wizards have been a candidate to shake it up for years. Yeah, before Porzingis arrived in town, they were a candidate to shake it up since John Wall left ultimately. And then, they had 1 or 2 years of Bradley Beal, and, do they trade Bradley Beal? And Bradley Beal now, and we've talked about him a little bit. We had one whole take on him, really like the Damian Lillard of the East. That's probably a best comparison right now. But ultimately, he hasn't even got that sort of playoff success to even match Damian Lillard or that sort of higher, highlight reel, Dame time. What does Bradley Beal even do? Look, at the end of the day, when I say all in for the Wizards, I think all in for the Wizards is looking to make the playoffs. Yeah, I'm not trying to say that these moves are going to push them to a championship or anything like that. Hey, maybe a year of playoffs for the Wizards is just a win for the fans, and then you obviously then go from there. What's your next step? But hey, look, that's still progress. This year they missed out on the playoffs or play in for about 7 games. 6 games actually. So look, you know, bit of postseason success and a few extra minutes there maybe for the front office there. You know, I don't know, maybe that's the way to go.
Got to do something.
This is Two Guys with Spare Time. I'm Faz, this is Nick. You're probably a basketball fan like us, so hopefully you can throw us an assist and giving our video a like and subscribing to our channel.
And if you got thoughts, feelings, or even some suggestions, please put them down in the comment section below. And thank you for using your spare time to watch us in our spare time.